Always low prices at Pahrump Valley Auto Plaza.
Now that Trump is president-elect, people are wondering what will happen to Trump's legal case. In a recently obtained document, Special Counsel Jack Smith has issued a request to Judge Tanya Chutkan to vacate the remaining deadlines in Trump's January 6 federal case. According to the document, it's to afford the government time to assess this unprecedented circumstance and determine the appropriate course going forward consistent with Department of Justice policy. A status report will be filed by December 2, 2024 to inform the court of the results of its deliberations. Former federal prosecutor Nima Rahmani gives his opinion on the outcome of Trump's cases.
Well, long-standing Department of Justice guidance dating back to the 70s says that a sitting president can't be prosecuted.
Rahmani also discusses what should and most likely happen to the case where Donald Trump has been convicted.
Well, this is a tougher case for Donald Trump because, of course, he's already been tried and convicted. Now, he's going to argue immunity, and not necessarily that he's immune because there were official acts. But if you remember the Supreme Court's decision, Austin, it was very broad. It said not only can presidents not be charged for official acts, but no evidence of official acts can even come into a trial. And there was some evidence of Trump's communications with Hope Hicks. Of course, she was originally working for his campaign, then became a White House official, as well as some tweets that Trump sent about Michael Cohen. Arguably, that was evidence of official acts. So maybe Trump should get that case dismissed or a new trial. It's going to be up to Judge Juan Merchan to rule on that motion next week. He has some other arguments as well, that as president-elect, he can't be sentenced, or that the case should have been removed from state to federal court. Ultimately, though, I don't think that's going to matter. I think regardless of what the outcome of the election was, I think, and I've consistently said, that Judge Merchan is going to sentence Trump to a fine, probation at max. You cannot incarcerate a former president. It logistically is impossible. You're not going to send him to Rikers with Secret Service protection. Obviously, you're not going to do that now either. So the question is the sentencing delayed for some reason? But I think given how the charges really aren't that serious, Trump has certainly no criminal history. Anyone else would have gotten probation. I expect it to be wrapped up with a fine and Trump to take office in January with all his criminal cases behind him.
According to NBC, now that Trump is president-elect, his sentencing could be adjourned, but regardless of the outcome, Trump on November 6th became the first convicted felon to win the White House.